What if the thing everyone calls scary about you is actually the only thing keeping the people you love safe from the darkness no one else can see? In Kaya-chan Isn't Scary episode 12, Kaya-chan Isn't Scary? That question hits like a tiny fist smashing through a nightmare. Released today, March 29, 2026, as the emotional season 1 finale streaming on Crunchyroll. This episode sits at the end of the arc that started with quiet kindergarten days and grew into family curses, hidden powers, and ghosts hiding in everyday life. It feels like standing in a sunlit playground while cold shadows creep closer, tasting the sweetness of childhood laughter mixed with the metallic bite of fear, hearing distant cries that only one small girl can answer. You sense it right away. This isn't just another monster of the week tale. It's the moment innocence and courage collide, and everything you thought you knew about fear, protection, and being misunderstood hangs in the balance. You don't just watch. You feel the chill on your skin and the warm little hand reaching out, wondering what happens when the final ghost appears and the truth can no longer stay hidden. Coming straight from the heavy family revelations and rising curse in episode 11, where Chia-sensei and Kaya-chan step deeper into the Ebisumori family's dark past. Episode 12 pulls everything together in one last storm of heart and horror. At Hanamuji Kindergarten and beyond, old threats resurface, new bonds are tested, and Kaya-chan's secret power faces its biggest challenge yet. The episode balances sweet, slice-of-life moments with sudden, spine-tingling action, wrapping up season 1 while leaving the door cracked open for whatever comes next. It streams exclusively on Crunchyroll, tight and purposeful, making you lean in close, heart-racing, desperate to know how one little girl's fists can change everything. This finale moves like a punch, sharp, direct, and full of heart. It advances the whole story by finally facing the family curse that has been building since early episodes, tying together the ghosts, the kindergarten threats, and Kaya-chan's hidden life. Pacing is perfect, calm, funny school scenes give you room to breathe before the tension explodes into raw, emotional confrontations. No cheap twists, just earned revelations that feel like turning the last page of a story you didn't want to end. Fans have wondered about the cloudy parts, the exact source of Kaya's power, and why her family carries such heavy shadows. Looking at the original manga by Yuri Taro, the anime stays true while making the curse feel personal and terrifying. It's not random evil, but pain passed down through love and loss, much like real-life family wounds we all carry. The episode clears those questions beautifully without dumping info, showing instead of telling. It ends on a note that feels complete yet full of promise, leaving you with that satisfying while still hungry for more. Kaya-chan grows in the quietest, most powerful way. Beneath her troublemaker label, you see her hidden wounds, the loneliness of knowing things no 5-year-old should, and her pure motivation to protect everyone. Her choices stay true to the brave little girl we've come to love, yet they surprise with deeper vulnerability and strength. Chia-sensei shines as the caring adult who finally understands, her own fears turning into fierce support. Their bond feels real, like watching a big sister step up for her little sibling in a scary world. Every decision and line of dialogue rings true and transformative, turning these characters into people you genuinely care about. The episode asks the questions we all face as kids and adults. What if being called scary is just another word for being the only one brave enough to fight the dark? How do we protect the ones we love when the danger is invisible? Power, morality, sacrifice, and hope versus despair play out in every punch and every hug. It doesn't preach, it shows through Kaya's small hands and Chie's growing courage how one person's kindness can push back real evil. You walk away asking yourself, in my own life, am I brave enough to see the monsters others ignore and stand up anyway? The rules of ghosts and curses feel richer here. Everyday places, like playgrounds, homes, and kindergartens, become battlegrounds for the supernatural without ever feeling forced. It makes the world feel alive, dangerous, and strangely hopeful, reminding us that horror can hide in the most ordinary moments. The script is sharp, warm, and sometimes heartbreaking, never cliché. Lines carry real weight, mixing funny kid logic with quiet truths that stick with you long after the credits. They foreshadow bigger feelings while echoing the simple honesty of childhood, making you feel every word like a hand on your shoulder. East Fish Studio delivers wonderful work under the direction of Hiroshi Aikata, with art direction that perfectly balances cute kindergarten colors and eerie shadows. Fluid punches and ghostly effects mix with soft, still moments that hit your emotions hard. Colors shift from bright pastels to deep, chilling tones. Beauty here means safety in chaos, warmth in the cold unknown. Every frame pulls you in and makes you feel what the characters feel. Camera angles get close during quiet talks and pull back wide during scary chases, mirroring how small yet mighty Kaya really is. Editing keeps the rhythm lively and tense, like a heartbeat that speeds up right when you need it. The OST feels feels like its own character. Playful tunes turn haunting when ghosts appear, then swell into hopeful crescendos that stay in your memory. Silence sometimes speaks loudest, letting the fear and love sink deep. Azusa Tachibana as Kaya-chan brings the perfect mix of innocent toughness and quiet strength. Her voice trembles or shouts in ways that make you believe this little girl can take on the world. The Seiyuu for Chia-sensei delivers warmth and growing courage that feels like a real teacher stepping into the unknown. Their performances carry the soul of the episode. This episode left me smiling through misty eyes, like tasting sweet candy while feeling the chill of a ghost story. Some moments sparked pure wonder. Others left gentle scars that remind you how strong love can be. The climax feels like a true collision of destinies, a breaking point where fear meets fists and hearts finally connect. It touches universal questions we all carry. Who protects the protectors? Can a small voice change everything? You finish carrying a bit of Kaya's courage with you. A few might say the mix of cute and creepy moves fast in spots, but that speed feels intentional, like real childhood, where scary things happen quick and love rushes in to fix them. What could feel rushed instead keeps the energy high and the heart full. Episode 12 is a beautiful success. Heartfelt character moments, clever horror comedy balance, and stunning animation that honors the whole season. Its strengths, warmth, bravery, and emotional punch outshine any tiny pace notes. So tell me, when the last ghost fades and the playground lights up again, will you look away from the shadows? Or will you step closer, feel that tiny fist of courage in your own chest, and realize that sometimes the scariest thing isn't the monster, it's never standing up to it? Season 1 ends today, but the real journey is just beginning. Watch it. Let Kaya-chan remind you that even the smallest hands can chase away the dark, and that none of us has to face it alone.